We're here in the Grazia office to speak through 3 of the biggest stories in this week's issue.
I think everyone is kind of in agreement that Alexa does festival style really well. Is that a leopard on leopard clash?
That is, it's leopard on leopard, on a gingham, on a floral.
It's always nice to have some supermodel beauty tips, and in this week's issue we speak to Georgia May Jagger.
The biggest fashion story this week was quite clearly Coachella. Everyone is kind of in agreement that Alexa does festival style really well, and I think that's because she always looks like herself. She doesn't suddenly go boho. Here she's got her button-up collar and her cut-off jeans, but they're not like overly frayed or distressed, and just a standard pair of Converse. Also, we've got Kate Bosworth, who amazingly is actually wearing pieces from Topshop's festival collection that won't even be in stores until later this summer.
Yeah, well, let's face it, we don't have our big festivals now for a while in the UK,
so she's debuting a collection that we will all be able to buy when our festivals come around.
It's the Hilton sisters that are my Coachella favourite annually. They really, I mean, you don't see them a lot the rest of the year, but then suddenly at Coachella it's like prints, cleavage, designer handbag that fits lots of festival essentials in.
But you can't exactly get down and jive with a Birkin, can you?
Jiving.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Do you know what I mean?
But it's maybe it is like Halloween. This is the only opportunity where they can pull on this kind of ensemble and get away with it.
So we've spent the past few months since Fashion Week analysing every one of the hundreds and thousands of pictures that came from the front row, all the street style snaps. We've really looked deep into what are the subtle styling tricks, wardrobe tweaks, all of those tiny things you can do to make your spring summer wardrobe even cooler. First of all, doing blue head to toe. It's kind of become the colour of the season. Quite a few women were really mixing it up tonally, head to toe, and also with prints like Caroline Issa. I mean, she's chic at every turn.
Is that a leopard on leopard clash?
That is, it's leopard on leopard, on a gingham, on a floral.
Amazing.
And now on paper that sounds ridiculous, but because it's all blue and it's tonal, it's just really chic and it really works. Skirt suits are back on the agenda, but banish the idea of it being like a fusty, ladylike, you know, kind of luncheon outfit. It's cool, and these girls are wearing them in different ways. Like this girl here is wearing a bomber jacket with a matching skirt which has a thigh slit and a peplum. All of those things together totally transform the idea of what we all think of a skirt suit. Another massive trend, which kind of started with that J.W. Anderson grid jumper that so many fashion heads wore, and it's really striking. It's this kind of window pane check / grid work pattern. This feels really fresh and sharp and kind of precise.
So it's always nice to have some supermodel beauty tips, and in this week's issue we speak to Georgia May Jagger, and we also shoot her trying various beauty looks, such as this pink lip.
That's a bit like what you're wearing right now.
That's funny you should say that, actually. Obviously I did it first. We've also got her dipping into a new hue, so just to brighten up your beauty palette with bit of a blue eyeshadow.
Powder blue.
What did we say? Blue.
Yeah,
head to
that's a
toe.
theme.
It's
That's a
definitely
theme.
going on. So there you have it, 3 of the biggest stories in this week's issue. Don't forget to pick up a copy and leave your comments below.
What do you think is so great about the military trend?
It's always being ready for war, isn't it?
And I love this little heart cutout thing. See a bit of my midriff.
I think the thing people don't realise is that these girls are rushing in between shows. Jordan Dunn only arrived 10 minutes ago.
In this week's issue of Grazia, Natalia and I have picked out some of our favourite places in East London to hang out.